Are you Justin?
No. I'm his uncle.
Uncle. Down for you. Just
You involved with this?
Kinda.
You
So
hurt?
mom was calling the ambulance. No, my nephew's got a cut on his wrist. He said he was
Were you
trying
here
to,
when it happened?
No. He said he was trying to get the knife from her. She was going through and
This guy up front. Please. Please. Okay. Well, please. Okay. Out of here. Okay. Yeah. You hurt? Where you guys going?
What's going on, man?
not a whole lot, man. How you doing today?
I'm alright. How's it going, man? You stand here? Is this your...
No, it's my nephew's house.
Your
He
nephew,
actually
okay.
he called me and said that his girlfriend cut him with a knife.
Okay.
That she had a knife and they were wrestling for it, and that he got cut up. Is what I got before the phone cut out, and then I came here and
Sorry.
you know, seeing him, it wasn't a bad cut, and
Right,
you know,
right.
he didn't know what to do, and she's going through the house, breaking stuff, flipping out. I mean, I got some of that on the video.
You
She
know what
actually,
the argument's over?
something about Facebook posts, but they go through this every day.
Yeah.
She
You got a, ID on you?
hit me. She hit my hand, and she tried knocking the cigarette out, hit my hand and hit my leg.
Okay.
She actually even grabbed a shovel and was walking around saying, "Get out of my way!" Like, I'm gonna go for it in my right pocket behind you.
That's fine.
But like, she's just primary aggressive. I don't know if it matters or not, man, but I got my concealeds on me.
No, it's fine.
You want my CCW license?
No, it's alright. You got a firearm on you now?
Yeah, it's actually appendix carry. So I'm leaning on it right now.
What's your current address?
Yes, sir. But yeah, I don't know why they call me to be the mediator. Usually it's just been an argument. It's not been something raised with her. But she instigates it, man. You know, these women, man, they'll fucking put you in jail. They'll fucking make all these accusations, whatnot.
Mind if I just hold on to that until we get done here?
No. Technically, I think I'm detained, kind of.
No, it really doesn't hurt. Just let me hang on to that while we... Your firearm, so...
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just...
Rather than I come. You that worried I'm gonna do something?
No, you'd be surprised what we go through though.
Oh, I know, man. It's in game stuff.
We come here for one call and then it just ends up being something else. We have you sitting out
I don't know
here.
if you want this or not. It's in here somewhere. You want to drop the cylinder, you can.
No,
That's
I'm
the
not
key
worried
for
about
the
I'm not worried
back
about
hammer
it.
if you want to lock it.
No, I appreciate it. I'll give it back to you.
No, you're good, man. Hey, you want my pocket knife too? 2 fingers? Boy Scouts? Oh, shit, sorry. Not trying to be stupid, man. I want to go home tonight.
Are you the boyfriend?
No.
He's inside in the couch. He's got a superficial thing inside of the couch.
Were they already arguing?
Yeah, he called me and said that he had a cut on his wrist from her having a knife. And the gist I got from it was that she had a knife and he was wrestling her for it. And that's how the accident happened, or the cut happened. And then, what's it called? The phone disconnected and I came here. He opened the door with a towel on his wrist. And she's in the house throwing apples on the ground, knocking stuff over.
So that's what he told you.
Yeah, well, then
wrestling
she-
for the knife.
You
Well,
recorded
that was
everything?
before that. Not everything.
Did you have any of that inside recorded?
A little bit of it.
Could you show us?
Not at the moment. My GoPro died.
What about with the phone?
No, I just turned that on when you guys showed up. So I looked over, I'm like, oh, just to be safe, I got my concealeds on me. Just so that way I can say I was sitting here, I was being good.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I appreciate it.
The GoPro, I could charge it when I
I
get
don't know.
home, and
What'd you say?
Maybe it's polishing's inside. I think
could-
it's polishing's. He's inside.
Yeah.
I could charge it when I get home and see what I have on it.
But you weren't here when the whole thing happened.
No, when it started.
All right.
Oh, this is Justin sitting there crying, saying that he wants to go into the army or something, that he can't get rid of this crazy girl. I said, you can get rid of her, you just got to call the cops. He
Yeah.
didn't want to call him.
How you doing today, man?
I called mom, and she said, well, if he don't go to the hospital for his cut, that she's going to call him. So I assume she called.
Yeah, I mean, it's a superficial call. It's nothing to do.
Yeah, that's where I said to him, like, if you had super glue, I'd put super glue on it. You know.
You were? Huh?
You what? You were here when it went down?
No, he wasn't. He said he got a little bit on his GoPro or whatnot. Your phone number for your son?
727-290-8365.
You work at all?
I'm self-employed. Kind of complicated. My dad passed away, or he got sick in July of 17 with sepsis. And it took him like 20 days to pass away, so I kind of stepped in there for mom and all that. And then right after dad passed away, my other brother got diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. So fucking I ended up taking him to Tampa every day. Like, I think we did 8 weeks of going to radiation. And then unfortunately we lost him in last October. So it's been a year now. But it's just amazing losing a family member, how much time fly by.
You're right, man.
And then losing 2 a year apart, and then I just had to put one of my dogs down a month ago. It's like, dude, I need
Right.
And then I got neighbor problems and all this. Like, oh man, I need a vacation.
We'll get right with you.
No, you're good.
Appreciate it. Man.
You sure you don't want my CCW license?
No, that's right.
You know, St. Pete cops never ask for it.
Tried the front door handle, then sat on the porch, left. Wearing a black shirt, red shorts. I don't like it.
That's second best. I think so. I thought he was supposed to move in and try to get rid of her, but I don't know. I guess she followed him over. Seems like they go through this every couple months. They have an argument.
Is this your car?
Yeah, my parents' van. Someone threw a rock at it. I think it had something to do with my my other little brother fooling around with one of the neighborhood girls. I guess I should have called the cops and reported it, but then it's like you come out, who threw the rock? Well, we don't know. We got a suspicion who did it. You know, you know.
You gotta be able to prove stuff.
Yeah. Like, and some people look at you like you should always call the cops, and it's like, well, man, unless you really nowadays, unless you got like a video or caught them red-handed. I think it's the same thing that happened
It's
to
important to
Fred.
have it documented. You know,
Yeah.
That way, if there is an ongoing course of action against you, that you can build that history. You know.
Yeah, and then I just sort of look at it like, man,
Yeah,
I got other things to worry
Once in
about.
time, you know. Yeah.
You guys got better things to worry about
No,
instead of
listen.
who's throwing rocks.
Listen.
I guess if
Everything is important to someone.
yes, everyone looks at things differently too. I don't know. I kind of walk out there and I look at it. I'm like, you know. Like I said to Mom, you know, I wouldn't worry about it too much. You know, do your deductible. But then when she thought about doing it, someone hit the other door. Then it was paintball. That's like, you know, it's just got to be my little brother and his girlfriend or something, man. I've had exes break out my window before. Usually it's been exes. The one time I laughed so hard because you could tell they drove by 3 different times.
Exes as in plural, like
Hey.
it's been multiple times.
Hey, probably 2 times I've had my window broke out.
Got bad luck with women, I guess.
Look at the women, man. You stop talking to them and you don't give them the time of day. They want to do something to get your attention or get you to talk to them. That's probably why I'm single and I have no kids and I'm 35. Yeah, you know, and try to. I was stupid when I was younger. I try to be an adult about it now. Everyone grows up different.
Once you start getting over 30, you start getting set in your ways. You know, relationships take sacrifice.
Yeah, but my uncle, yeah, they do. And my uncle, he works for the Pentagon and all that. He writes a bunch of books for him. He still has an office in the Pentagon. So it's like, man, he has no kids or nothing. So if I would have worried more about my career than a relationship, where would I have been? Wasted too much time on women.
Sir?
What time is it? Like 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2 o'clock exactly.
You think this is going to take longer than an hour and a half? No way. I got to pick up mom at 3:30.
Looks like it's about wrapped up.
Yeah, like when I told her he was cut, she's stuck in her ways. She says, well, tell him to go to the ER, or she's calling the ambulance. I said, well, call it, because he's in there saying he don't know what to do, you know, and he needs to get it checked out. Like, I'm sorry, he called me and said that Tiffany had a knife and that she cut him, and they were wrestling around for it. He was bleeding and wanted me to come here, and then the phone got disconnected. And I scurried over here to see what was going on and knocked on the door, and Justin answered with a rag on his wrist, and she's in the kitchen throwing apples on the floor, hitting stuff over. Picks up a shovel and starts walking around saying, I'm in fear for my life. You're threatening me. How am I? I just showed up here. Like, he's the one. Like, what did I walk into?
Hey, Samuel.
Two keys for what? Why? Do you?
Well, they told me I probably should.
Why?
Yeah, I want to get him some help. All right, you're gonna take care of the house and everything. You got
Yeah, I'll
the keys
lock
and
it
everything
up.
like that. All right.
Hey, this is no bait cracking. I'm just going to talk to the therapist.
Yeah.
Correct.
Voluntarily gonna go talk to
You're going
somebody.
voluntarily, otherwise.
Really?
You're going voluntarily, otherwise.
Your story doesn't really make sense, and what you're telling me and how this is and what I'm seeing in there and what's her side of it. All right. So I'd rather see you maybe get some help. All right. So you talk to somebody, they say you're all right.
Put this inside on the calendar.
You want to lock it in the van, or you're going to put it inside? That's fine. I'll go with you what you said. Sorry. Sorry.
You're good. You can let her go.
Who am I
She
riding?
can take the car. You're right.
As much as I think, I'm okay to have it, I got to remember it's all about safety.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are okay to have it, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all about safety, your safety, my safety. That's why I told him, hey man, just so you know, just in case the wind blows and my
We
shirt
appreciate
comes
your
up.
cooperation in that matter. You know, it's just
You ever go on YouTube at all?
sometimes.
You ever watch a guy, he runs a channel, Think Like a Cop?
No.
This is a good channel. He
Yeah.
actually made me think a lot differently when I'm dealing with cops. Like,
No
man,
kidding.
yeah,
So it's kind of like an eye-opening thing, huh?
yeah. At least for me it was.
So I'm
I started.
It's called Think Like a Cop?
Yeah, he had another channel called we call that a clue. I started.
I love that phrase.
That was classic. I think his even best one is if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Is he a military guy?
He says he was.
Okay.
He
that
says he
makes
was, and he says he's ex-police and all that. But I started watching active self-protection because I got my concealed, and I'm like, it'd be a good idea, get the mindset, and then what's it called? I got turned on to him, and I just love his point of view.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's not
I'm
again.
gonna look into that. What's the
You
guy's
know,
name? Do you know?
Rick Gore.
Gore?
Rick Gore.
Like G-O-R-E.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, it made me look at things a lot differently. Especially the last 2 years watching. Like, yeah, I see why they do what they do now.
Yeah, it's scary.
You know, when you're seeing some of the things they're doing and the jobs and.
It's hard for us to trust people,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And it's not a personal thing.
No.
It's just it's a business thing.
Yeah, and that's why I figured, treat it like a business. Hey, this is your cards, this is my cards. What are we playing here?
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right, Samuel.
All right, guys. Thank you.
It's on the table as soon as you walk in the door. Right?
All right, thank you.
They took him for a mental health. Yeah.